Hey, everybody. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Mm. How's your Sunday? Sunday. My days are all mixed up. How's your Friday evening going? I am. I'm going well. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Um, can y'all hear me okay? Hey, GT. Hey, K, Renee, and Mona. Listening in. It's good to see y'all this evening. It's good to see y'all. Thanks for coming in. Um, I know. I know. For a minute there, I forgot what day it was. I guess because I'm so used to coming on Sunday nights, but it's not Sunday. It's Friday. It's Friday. Sweater. Probably need that a little bit later. How's your day going, GT? What's doing? It was a lazy day here today. We had lots of rain. It rained pretty much all day. A few thunderstorms in there, but mostly just rain. And I didn't do much. I did have to run out and run a couple of errands, but it wasn't too bad. They were calling for flash flooding, but I mean, it wasn't that bad that I could see. The places in town that water usually um, rises when we have bad rains were not bad at all. And so it was okay. It was okay. So I was able to get my errands done um, without a problem. Ooh, goodness. Plants need attention, but work and life home have been the focus. I can understand that. You have to set your priorities. Um, I I need to get out in my yard. I really do need to get out in my garden, my yard and my garden. It's just a mess out there, and this rain is gonna gonna make it a little bit harder and a little bit easier. Things are gonna be growing, but at least the ground will have softened up some, so I can get some of the weeds um, out. So there's that, and get some things a little bit more organized. I got plans in my head. I need to write it down because I work better when I have written plans. Um, so yeah, Monday will be your day to get stuff done. I can understand that. I try to get a little bit done every day because I know how my energy levels go. I can be going gangbusters, and then all of a sudden the sun will look at me and I'll look back at the sun, and the sun will say, I think you need to sit down, and I'll say, I think you're right. Hey, Teresa, good to see you. I've missed you. I hope everything is going well for you. How's your garden doing? And your crafting? You made any new things? Hey, Six Bows. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. Drinking water tonight out of a glass, not a mason jar. What are y'all drinking? Are you staying hydrated? Well, if you're not, get something to drink. Get some water. Get some tea. Whatever your choice, whatever your beverage of choice, get that and stay hydrated. Hydration is very important. Most people don't realize how dehydrated them. Okay. I'm gonna grab a bunch of leafy greens and dehydrate them for the chickens, turn it into a powder. My dehydrator, yeah, I had my dehydrator going to today. Yep, coconut water for you, always. You make me want to try it again. You make me think that I must have missed something with coconut water, but I just don't like it. Okay, you're working on a shawl, Teresa. That's nice. I've only made one shawl in recent years. I used to make shawls when, way back in the day, but I haven't made one in a long time. But until this year, I made one called Shawl Good. I forget who the pattern's by. I think it may be Yarn Inspirations. It's one of the companies, I think. One of the yarn companies. Um, so I can't remember exactly who it's by, but it's called Shawl Good. I made that one earlier this year. So, what kind of shawl is it? Is it a pattern of your own, or is it a pattern that you found? Hey, Lady Cobra, Lady G Cobra. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate you. How's your day going? Oh yeah, I was saying GT that I had my dehydrator going today. I have what was in there? Butterfly pea flowers. That I have one butterfly pea plant that gives me, I was gonna say 3 to 5, but now it's 5 to 7, maybe 7 to 10 blooms every day. It seems like every day I go out there, I get a few more blooms, and I do leave a few out there because I want some seeds um, in there. I found a coconut water I like with no added sugar, and it can't be cold. Okay, okay. Now I like ice cold water, but I will drink it at any temperature. Um, but I prefer it ice cold with ice in it. Um, Lady G, Cobra, my day was pretty good. How was yours? My day was pretty good. It was a rainy day here, so I wasn't doing much. Um, but I did have a few errands to run. Um, but it was a rainy day, and it wasn't a heavy rain. It was kind of a slow, steady rain all day, and so I love that. Edna Herrera. Um, Hello, Edna. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Say I love the vids. Well, thank you. Um, I found a pattern. I'm using mohair. Oh, a V-shaped scarf. Nice. Um, Mohair. I have some mohair. Um, that was my brother's. I have not used. I don't think I've ever used mohair before. Hey, Jamie, official Jamie. Um, Thanks for coming in. How was your day? Yeah, a V-neck scarf. Yeah, that sounds good. A V shape. I'm sorry, a V shape scarf. Yeah, I like the I don't know. I like the curved ones. I think if I was gonna wear one, I think I'd want a curved one, but I'm not sure if I was gonna wear one. My day was good. Well, that's good. Hey, Unicorn Lady, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. How was your day? Jamie, I see you. Jamie, I see. I'm gonna say your name right one day. It's African Dreaming's fault. Okay, I'm just saying. But I'm gonna. I saw you dropped a video today. I haven't got a chance to watch it, but I will. Um, Definitely. I think I dropped a short today. Yes, I did drop a short today. Christmas stuff at Costco. Is it me or is it early? I don't know. Unicorn Lady says my day was nice and quiet. Puppy sitting. Okay. Okay, Renee. Where's my sidekick? Um, my sidekick. Out in the streets. Out in the street. She doesn't usually join me on Friday nights. We usually hang together on Sunday nights. So she's out and about. She's got a life. Unless you asking about my dog. If you ask about Bella, she right here at my feet. She always right here. She hasn't decided that I'm talking too much yet. And once she decides that I'm talking too much, she'll let herself be known. But if you're talking about Mona, Mona's out in the streets. Taking care of things, having a life, right where she ought to be. That's funny. I saw you dropped a couple of lives today because okay, Renee, yeah, you dropped had a couple of lives today. That nursery was really nice. I was a little bit jealous. Was definitely a little bit jealous um, that you have a nursery that nice, that close to you. um, and that the plant that you potted up today, it was nice too. Um, yeah, everybody saying hey. If y'all are not hooked up to each other, you can drop your link by typing in hashtag drop to drop your link. I had a couple things I wanted to talk about tonight. Kinda. I'm trying not to make this a rant. So, um, yeah, GT, I gotta catch up on your videos too, because I'm behind. You had another little live in there where you was doing some work and I missed it. Dropped a couple of videos and I missed them, so I had to catch up. Um, Nightbot link dropped for K Renee's garden. Okay, if y'all not connected to K Renee, please do. And Unicorn Lady Tech. Let me see. Yeah, a couple of topics that I wanted to discuss. Actually, I didn't write anything down, so I'm probably going to um, forget something, and it's okay because it wasn't that important anyway. Um, and so that's the first one. Um, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. If I say something that sounds crazy, then it's probably crazy. So don't listen to me. You need to do your own research. And I'm not just talking about me, I'm talking about anybody out in these streets that are telling you things. Um, Listen to your own heart and your own mind and your own intuition. If I tell you something and it resonates with you, if I say something that resonates with you, that's one thing. If I say something and you say wow, I haven't looked at it that way before, um then yeah, um maybe look at that and um take a look at it, look into it and see if that's a perspective that might mean something to you. But just because I said it, it don't mean nothing. Even if I come at you and say I'm the expert of the day and I know all things about all things and this is the way it is, okay, there should have been a bunch of red flags with that statement. Because as far as I'm concerned, an expert is somebody who used to be a spurt. And what's a spurt? I don't know. So that don't mean nothing to me. If I say I'm the latest guru, what's a guru? And so I say, don't listen to me. And I'll go even further to say, don't listen and dismiss it. If it don't make sense, dismiss it. But one of the reasons I wanted to talk about this is because, one, I have children, and I've tried my best over the years to help them to learn. Um, the word my dad would have used was discernment. But what I call it with them is just critical thinking. If somebody says to you to be perfectly honest, Why they gotta tell you they being honest now? Have they been lying before? Have they been imperfectly honest before? Have they been hiding something before? That's a red flag for me. When you say to be perfectly honest, I'm like, "Oh, okay. You suddenly being honest now. Why should I believe that your statement that you're being honest is honest?" If somebody says to you, "Well, technically," well, what other way is it besides technically? If technically it's the case, then why is it not the case not technically? What does that mean? If you qualifying your statement to make me believe what you say and what you trying to hide and why you trying to make me believe that, what you trying to sell. Critical thinking is important, and I think people are doing um, less and less of it, or maybe they're not. Maybe I'm just noticing the um the advertisement type language that people will use. Um, and but the problem that I have with it is people will use it about anything. There was a time when you wouldn't tell somebody, you wouldn't tell somebody to do something that would hurt them. I mean, it was when people wouldn't just, you wouldn't tell somebody that to do something or to try something or to buy a product that would hurt them. You would not try to lead them down the path that something that was harmful. But now we see people telling you to do stuff that may or may not be harmful. And that's another word, may. Somebody trying to convince you to do something and they say, well, it may do this and it may do that and it may do that. Well, that means it may not do this, that, or the other. Just like it may do it, it might do it, or perhaps it will do it, perhaps it won't. Maybe it won't. Why are you saying may? Are you saying may because you don't have any proof that it will? And I guess what got me on this was um I was in the car today and there was a story on NPR about fish oil. People taking fish oil supplements. And basically, the article, that's another one of those words. But 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 yeah, it was a fish oil thing, and they were saying that a lot of people over the age of 60 are taking fish oil supplements because they believe that it will help them avoid heart attacks, strokes, and death. And the person who was speaking was saying there's no research to support that, but that the supplement companies are allowed to say that it may support heart health, that it may support eye health, that it may support this, that, and the other, because they don't make an actual claim. By saying that it may, um, they're saying that there's a possibility, and there's a possibility that you will win the lottery if you buy a ticket. So it's like the FDA allows them to say that it may support. They're not allowed to say that this will help this or this will prevent this, but it may support. And then people start believing that it will help that, that it's good for that. And then they spend the money. Money that they may not have to spend. They may not have the money, but they'll spend it because, it's for their health and well-being. And the person who was being interviewed about it also went on to say that um, where they've seen benefits, the dosage required is not being met by the supplement companies. So the companies are giving you a product, they're telling you how much to take, and yet the amount that you take has not, that dosage has not proven to be beneficial in any way. And it's like, wow. And I mean, this is just a story that I heard. I didn't look into it any deeper than that. But it goes back to what I was saying before. Just don't believe stuff. You don't have to believe everything you hear. You don't have to believe everything you think. And just because you believe it doesn't mean it's a fact. I tell my children all the time, your belief in a thing does not have any impact whatsoever on the truth of it. Hey, Angela, thanks for coming in. Hey, Resilient Dad, thanks for coming in. Did I miss anybody while I was ranting? Hey, no, I spoke to Unicorn Lady. I spoke to Edna. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. One of the rants I got on. What do y'all think about? What do y'all think about that? Um, like I said, critical thinking, logical thinking. I think those are. Hey, Dreeny, how you doing? Those are a couple of things that Well, it's just something that I wanted to get out there. There's a lot of stuff out here in YouTube University, and some of it is good. Somebody had a comment about, they said that about weather reports. Yeah, weather reports. And I mean, I understand weather reports, and I'm not giving them a buy at all. I understand weather reports because weather forecasting is just that, is forecasting, and they don't know. They absolutely do not know, and they want to err on the side of safety. I get that, but you have to take that into consideration when you listen to them because they don't know. They all they can do is look at a model and give you the information from that model, and then you have to make a decision based on that information. And oftentimes we don't have the full information. We don't have the full story. Oftentimes that's the best we can do, and we have to make a decision based on that and move forward from that. And so I'm not telling you don't listen to a weather report. I'm saying realize that they don't know. They're going to tell you everything that they do know. They're going to tell you some possibilities, and you're going to have to discern, use your own discernment to decide what you need to do for the safety of yourself and your family. Um, thank you for coming in, Resilient Dad. I really appreciate you. Let me see. Did I get to the end of it? Drini speaking to everybody. How you doing tonight, Drini? What you working on tonight? I'm not doing anything but just gabbing up here because y'all will listen to me. But anyway, tap in and tell me what y'all think about that. I was talking to my son the other day since I've been looking at Baker Creek for my last seed haul, getting my hydroponic seeds together Monday. All right. Somebody else was dropped a link for somebody who had seeds for 75% off today, and I was like, ooh. I'm not doing it. I don't need another seed. I need to plant some of these seeds that I got. That's what I need to do. Yeah. I was talking to my son the other day. My son, I have a son who he's at Alabama A&M University, and sometimes if he knows where I am, he will pop in and say hey online. I don't know if he's following what he's doing tonight, so he may show up. But we like to have these conversations like this, and I'll talk to him about something like that, and he's like, I can see what you're saying. Yeah. There's a leap in the logic. And I was like, yeah, that's a good way of put it, a leap in the logic. Just because this happens and this happens doesn't mean that this happens and that happens don't mean that they are connected in any way. They can both be true and not be connected. Hello, Mara. Thanks for dropping in, Mindfully Crochet. How are you doing? What are you working on tonight? And what are you drinking? That's what I want to know. More important, what are you drinking on this great Friday night? Y'all doing anything special for the holiday? Y'all, anybody traveling, visiting family, or taking a vacation for that matter? My goddaughter's birthday is tomorrow. She's a hurricane baby. She was born in Hurricane Ivan. I think it was Ivan. I call her my hurricane baby. There's usually a storm around her birthday. And she lives in Florida. So they were on the road earlier this week, running away from the storm. So I was thinking about going down there to spend some time with her, but now that the hurricane pushed through and I don't know what the condition of the roads are, probably won't go. Angela's working. Ooh, it's early for you. You're gonna I hope you're not drinking those things, those caffeine things that you like to drink. Angela. Hey, Sunita. Oh, you got to work tomorrow. Nice to see you, Sunita. Thanks for popping in. Oh. Okay, Nightbot says a special thank you to a resilient dad for channel support. Nightbot's working tonight. Anywho, Bella just decided that she's awake now and that she might want to go outside, of course. Sandrine speaking to Sunita. Are you stretching? You doing downward facing dog? You doing your up dog? Oh, Sandrine, you on the road? Have fun. I had a monster on the way here. Oh my goodness. Not a monster. Shame on you. Not the monster. Okay, Bella is barking to go out. Y'all give me just a second. Let me let her out. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm coming. Stop barking. We're going. Can you move? Move. And don't step on my feet. I mean it. Don't you step on my feet. Ouch. All right. Hey, Lisa. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, she wanted out. And she stepped on my foot. Oh, I wish she would stop doing that. I don't know. I guess I just have to figure out a way. It's when I hold her by her collar. We're so close together and she's so antsy to go outside. She steps on my feet. But it hurts. It hurts. Stop stepping on my feet. Yeah, Drini, intermission. We always get an intermission with Bella in the house. It's like she waits until um I'm on the live and talking, and then she decides. Bella's 11, we think. She's either 11 or 12 years old. That's what we think. We got her from the shelter, the humane shelter. And when we got her, they thought she was 3. So um she's 11 now. Um wow, she broke the skin. I had to find some antiseptic to put on that. Yeah, I need to really um um hey Mike. Yeah, I'm early tonight. Um Sandrine was not coming on. Sandrine usually comes on at 9:30 on Friday nights, but she's on the road tonight. And so I said I would come on at 10. This is usually her slot. She's usually on this time of night. But I said I'll go ahead and come on tonight since she's going to be on the road. Um, but yeah, I am early. I normally come on at 11. Um, so, but yeah, she steps on my feet, and Um, I try to keep her claws, trimmed. I have a one of those electric grinder trimmers, and I try to keep them trimmed and smooth because I do have diabetes, and so I have to watch my feet. And I put on shoes. That's what I'm doing when I'm telling her not to step on my feet. Is I'm putting my shoes on to go outside, but it's the thing. We're going through it, and this time she actually, she kinda knocked some skin off, so it's a little open. Imma have to put some antiseptic on it to make sure we don't have any problems with that. So, this has been a day too. When I took her out earlier, um, I wasn't out there 3 seconds, and I got in some ants, and so I got ant bites on my feet and on my hands again today. Got ant bites on my hands the other day when I was making the video, and it's like, I'm just gonna stay in the house. Just gonna stay in the house. Put some peroxide on it. Yeah, I have some, actually I usually use, I have some Bactine. That's usually right here by me. I usually use the Bactine. Um, well, GT Junior, um, the new diet has my blood sugars in the normal range. Um, actually, it's got my fasting blood sugars under 100 for the first time in years. Um, so within the first 2 weeks, my blood sugars came down and have been in the normal range. I haven't had any I've had all normal readings since I changed the way I was eating. So yeah. Although yesterday I had 2 plums. I usually don't eat that much fruit, but I bought a bag of plums, and it was the last 2 that were in there, and they were getting soft, and I said, "I'm gonna go ahead and eat these plums," and I ate them last night, and this morning, my my blood sugar was higher than it had been. It still wasn't in the normal range, but it was like 119, and I was like, "Okay, that's a no-no." 1, don't eat it, like, as a standalone. Don't eat fruit as a standalone. Eat it with some protein and fat, and so eat it with a meal. Um, and 2, don't eat that much because I did have 2. Usually, I only have one small piece of fruit if I have fruit, or one small serving of fruit if I have fruit. And so, yeah. So this morning it was a little bit high, higher than normal, higher than it has been reading, but it wasn't high. So, which is really good. You're gonna fast for 2 months? Okay, what kind of fast? What kind of fast? Like one meal a day fast, or um what what kind of fast? A water fast, or a no, what kind of fast? Because I'm concerned, Mike, about your fasting for 2 months. Uh, Only because I'm gonna be um because I want to know what it is. That's all. Oh, spaghetti from my tomatoes. Okay, okay. But did you use like spaghetti squash? Oh, hey Tina, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Okay, Sunita. Have a good evening, and I hope work goes fast and easy tomorrow for you so you can get to crocheting. Thank you so much for coming in and stopping by. Everybody say hello to T-Nog. If y'all need to connect, please type in hashtag drop to drop your channel link. Oh, that's okay. You're not behind, Mara. Um, I missed your post earlier. Yes, one meal a day, two max. Okay. um, Mara, you said something earlier about, I forgot what you said. Sorry, husband started talking to me, and I've been hanging at movie night at Cynthia Joyful Creations, drinking ginger ale and figuring out a late dinner. Yes, you're on the West Coast. Yeah, a late dinner. Okay, cool. Um, Yeah, and the other thing too, when I eat the fruit, I notice right away um aches. Aches and pains that I hadn't been having. Like today I was a little stiff, just stiff and achy. Not really pain though. And it's like the only thing that was different is that I had two pieces of fruit yesterday, and sometimes fruits have they are that way, and I don't know whether it's the sugars in the fruit or the oxalates or what, but I definitely can tell a difference if I have had fruit. And don't get me wrong, I eat fruit. I eat fruits and vegetables on my diet. I just don't eat a lot of it. One of my coworkers is talking to me, interfering with my YouTube life. I know, right? How dare they? How dare they? Yeah, I should talk about diet on here a little bit anyway. I've talked a little bit about my diet and everything. Y'all know my diet dilemma. I went on the diet to lose some weight because I'm going on a cruise, and I wanted to be able to eat when I go on a cruise. So I said, I'm going to lose some weight. So when I go on a cruise, I can eat what I want and don't have to worry about coming home 10 pounds heavier. So if I go ahead and lose 10 to 15 pounds now, then all the cruise weight, it'll be net zero. That's what I'm calling it, net zero diet. Called it my cruise diet. But what had happened was um, I went on the diet, and within 2 weeks I started feeling good, feeling better, have aches and pains gone away, blood sugar in the normal range, blood pressure in the normal range, um, high energy, just feeling much better. um, And so now I'm like, well, I don't think I'm going to eat junk when I'm on the cruise because it doesn't make any sense to eat junk if you're feeling good. The way I'm eating is making me feel good, is making it feels like, my body is healing, it's getting healthier. Why would I go and sabotage that, you know, by eating junk on a cruise? Now, don't get me wrong. If we in Jamaica and there's some traditional Jamaican food that I get to try, I might eat a bite or two of it, but I'm not going to go overboard on it. And I'm definitely going to be, mindful of what I'm eating. So, anyways, that's my dilemma. Um, that is my dilemma. And so, I had, no intentions of making this long term in any way. But, you know, what can I say? 15 pounds later, and I'm going, I don't know. I might need to stick to this for a little bit longer. Actually, I'm going to stick to it for more than a little bit longer, um, because I just feel better. And yeah, that part. So, okay, Mike, you saying no meat until November? Wow. That's like losing 3 pounds and celebrating it with a Snicker bar. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's how my mind. That's exactly why I told y'all at the beginning. Don't listen to me, because if it don't make sense, it don't make sense. It doesn't matter who it's coming from. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. Oh, even though it's my mixed up logic that's saying, I would rather not come off the cruise and be 10 pounds heavier. I would rather come off the cruise and be, and maybe have lost a pound or two, because I can still stand to lose some weight, right? Let's think about it that way. And so, um, but that's one of the things too about food. Food is such a social construct anymore, that people eat for pleasure. They don't eat for nutrition. They don't eat for fuel. They eat for pleasure. And when when you're eating for pleasure, then it becomes a problem. And then on top of that, the food industry, um is doing everything in their power to get you to buy more. And advertising, they're using their scientists, they're using their psychologists, they're doing everything that they can do to get you to buy more. And so, when you're eating for pleasure, and then you've got that fact on top of it, then what happens is you get to that point that you just want more and more and more. I just recently watched a video. um Bailey Sarian, I don't know if you know who Bailey Sarian is, but she does um dark history videos, and she does murder mystery makeup Monday videos. But in her dark history video, she does the dark history of an item, and she talked about the dark history of fast food. And she was talking about how they're engineering the food to make you want more. So yeah. Let me see. A couple people came in. I wanted to say hi. Couple comments. Let's see. Um T-Nog said that, what did she say right here? That she understands. Yeah, yeah. Mara said, I would love to go on a cruise. Did you already say when the cruise is? My cruise is at the end of October. It's over Halloween, so it's called the Booze Cruise, as in BOO, not drinking, but Halloween. It's a Halloween theme, and I think there's going to be dressing up and stuff like that. But it's that week, um, end of October, October 30, 29th, I think is when we leave, and we get back on the 5th. And we leave out of New Orleans. So that's going to be cool. Hey, Cassandra South Fulton, thanks for coming in. Um, she says, I watch her Bailey. Yeah, I watch Bailey sometimes. It's been a while though. She makes me laugh. Yeah, she's funny. She's funny. She's Bailey. She's Bailey. But some of her dark history ones are kind of interesting when she digs into um, you know, some of the things that you just don't realize how we got to from point A to point B. Everybody's speaking to Cassandra. Um, cute name, cute name for the cruise is it's not too far. No, it's soon. It's soon. I've got a few little loose ends I need to tie up for that. Warm Strong Adventures is going to be there, so I'll get to meet him um, for the first time. So that's going to be nice, and a bunch of other people from the cruising community are going to be there too. So that's going to be fun too. Bruce from Ocean to Ocean Travel is going to be there. Um, I can't tell you who all is going to be there, but it's going to be fun. K Renee says it sounds nice. Yeah, it'll be my first cruise. I've never been on a cruise before, and so yeah. Cassandra says um I follow Bailey. She has some interesting videos about these big corporations. Yeah. I watched the one on fast food. That was interesting. About how they even the colors that they use, how they are used to entice you to eat more, and how they, you know, the ingredients that they use that make you want to eat more and those kinds of things. And so, yeah. uh, Deborah Garrett. Hello, Deborah Garrett. Thanks for coming in. Um, if you guys are not connected with each other, you can put in hashtag drop to drop your link and connect with each other. Everybody speaking to um, Deborah. I like Bailey's Mondays, Murder Mystery Makeup Mondays too. In addition to the Dark History, yeah, I watch both of them. She's interesting. She presents them in an interesting way. The the um the Murder Mystery Makeup Monday. She presents them in an interesting way, and I mean, there's a few of them that I haven't watched because I just can't with certain things. But for the most part, I watch her. She's entertainment for me. But anyways, Angela, yes, you can go on the next cruise. I don't know when it is. Yeah, Mona's going on the cruise too. So that's going to be fun. My sister's going, my husband's going. So it's going to be fun. It's definitely going to be fun. And it's part of my 60th birthday celebration. I turned 60 this year and I've been celebrating all year. Um, I use cruise control in my car. That's funny. GT. I use cruise control on my car. Like I said, this is my first cruise. I've never been on a cruise before. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. But I do like to travel and I do like to visit different places. I like to see different cultures and things like that. And I don't know that I will like cruising because you're there for so little time. You're only there for a few hours. And I'm not really the kind of person who likes to kind of explore and get immersed in the culture. And so it may not be the way to travel for me, but hey, I'm definitely willing to give it a try. Okay. I know that Alaska is part of this country, but when you say you've never been out of the country, you live in Alaska. That's about as far in the country as you can get and not be out of the country. So, Cassandra, you turning 60 this year too? Well, happy birthday. Are you celebrating all year? I started celebrating on January 1st. And so I'm celebrating all year. Mara, yes, ma'am. I'm 60. Um, every bit of it. Cassandra, you love cruising? Okay. I'm just saying, Alaska's a long ways away. It's a long, long ways away from Georgia. Ain't you from Georgia, man? So that's all I'm saying. Bella's barking her little heart out. I'm gonna have to let her in a minute if she doesn't settle down, because I have neighbors, but it's not 11 o'clock yet, so they're gonna listen to her for at least 5 more minutes because that's the person I am. So yeah, Mara speaking to Drini. Hey girl, hey Sandrine. uh, but anyways, it was something, I don't even know what I was saying about that cruise, but yeah, I'm excited about that. Um, and I'm excited, I'm excited about the food. But one of the things I have to say about now that I have really cut back, really cut out, I cut out all added sugar. So, I do get sugar and things, but like fruit has sugars in it, and some veggies have sugars in them, and that. But I cut out all added sugars, and I cut out all grains um, as well. And I have to say, I don't have cravings um, anymore. And that just goes to show you how um, certain foods will trigger you to want to eat even when you're not hungry. And um, um, when those triggers are gone, you find out that you just don't eat as much. In fact, there are some days when it's like, I don't think I've had enough to eat. Um, and it's like, let me go ahead and eat a little bit more of, this or that to make sure that I have enough calories, because what'll happen is my blood sugar will get low. Um, and that's an insulin response. Most people, if you guys have diabetes, your doctors probably talk to you about it, how your body will make glucose from um, um, if you need it. If your blood sugar gets low, your body will make glucose, and if your blood sugar gets high, then your insulin will drop it. Will You'll have an insulin spike that will lower it, and that will happen if you don't eat enough. And so, but I have had a couple of incidents of low um, blood sugar, and I think it was simply because I didn't eat enough. Um, and my body is saying, okay, you don't eat, we'll turn some of this into sugar. And then the insulin is like, oh no, wait a minute, what are we supposed to do? Anyways, it gets confusing. It gets confusing, and it's like, all you gotta do is just eat a little bit more. So anyway, Mara says, I enjoyed you on the jam session last night. I was not expecting the poetry and was impressed. Thank you, Mara. That's nice of you. I almost didn't do the poetry because I really do want to publish the book. And once you have put it out there, it's considered, now that I performed that piece, it's considered published. And sometimes it won't be accepted for publication in a different format if it's already out there. But I did it anyway. I've got enough pieces to put together a book. In fact, the book is already put together, just needs to be edited. Yes, GT Junior, there was a jam session last night over on let's see, 3 channels. I Bring It Every Day with Kelly. Um, the Jay Jordan, and what is Wes's channel? I can't remember Wes's channel, but it'll come to me. And on Wes's channel, the three of them do a jam session on Thursday evenings at, I think it's at 8. I'm not sure what time it is. Anyways, on Thursday evenings. And I hadn't been over there in a while. I had been over there, used to go over there, but I hadn't been over there in a while. So I told Kelly that I would come. Some other people said that they were going to come, who might remain nameless because they didn't show up. But but it was a good session, and basically they just rotate around the people. All the people who come up, they just rotate around, and people will sing or play an instrument or and poetry. I did a poem, so I did sing too, but it was fun. It was fun. Yeah, I do poetry. Um, yeah, Mar, it's a kind of a funny thing. It's not. It doesn't matter if because I'm going to self-publish my book, so it's not that big of a deal. But if I was wanted to submit a poem to a publication for publication, so like to a journal or something like that, a lot of times they will say only unpublished. So if it's been published in any other way, they don't want it. And so now, because it's been performed on live, that's considered published. And so that one would not be eligible for submission to like a journal or something like that, a magazine or whatever. It wouldn't be considered eligible. Can I sing good? I can carry a tune in a bucket. Oh, and I can pick my nose. That's a joke from where I used to live in the mountains of Appalachia. They would say that I can't carry a tune in a bucket, and the only thing I can pick is my nose. Rich New Design. That's Wes's channel, Rich New Design. Hello, Blues Clues. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate you. But yeah, y'all have to tell the people have to tell you whether or not I can sing. GT, I can't say that. In my head, I sound great. If I can hold it together and not bust out laughing in the middle of a song like I did last night, I have a hard time holding it together. And I don't have all the technology that some of the others have, and so I didn't have the music in my head. And then we were having some technical problems last night too. I've had some problems with my computer echoing really bad, and so if I didn't have that, I could have had my phone on with the music in my ear so I could hear the song. But I was in the middle, I was in the middle of a song last night, and I couldn't hear it anymore. And so I was like, I can't sing this because I can't hear. I couldn't hear the melody line anymore, so I couldn't sing it. It's like I got the words, but I just can't put them together in the song because I couldn't hear it in my head. You know how a song goes. But yeah, that was pretty funny. And for me, it was funny. Why is that funny? I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I guess because it was a jam session, and I love jam sessions. Fun fact: burgers make your fingers smell funny. That goes. Burgers make your fingers smell funny. That goes. That may. There goes. That may work for me. Okay. Um. Yeah, that part. I don't know why they said that. Well, I mean, it makes sense. I can't carry a tune. Can't carry a tune in a bucket, and the only thing I can pick is my nose. That's because it's in Appalachia, and the everybody plays something up there, fiddle, banjo, mandolin, um, guitar. Everybody plays something up there, except I didn't play nothing when I was up there, so I couldn't pick. So, but yeah, I was gonna say fun fact about me. I shouldn't say I play. I used to play fiddle. I have a violin. I bought a violin and I wanted to learn how to play, and so I took lessons and I learned how to play fiddle style. I mean, I read music so I can play violin style too. Um but I went to fiddle camp, which was really fun. Um I don't even know if they still have it anymore, but there used to be a fiddle camp, and there was 2, um, one on the West Coast, one on the East Coast, and, the one on the East Coast was, out near is it Nashville? I think it was near Nashville at Montgomery Ball State Park, in Tennessee. And I went to the fiddle camp, and it was sponsored by Mark O'Connor, and it was a blast. It was so much fun, being at fiddle camp amongst other people who were playing music. So I can pick a fiddle. Well, you don't really pick it. You use a bow. But so I guess I can sing a little bit, and I can carry a tune in a bucket, and I can pick a fiddle. So there's that. But I love music. Um, and hopefully I will learn to play. I told the guys last night I need to learn to play 2 chords so I can play my guitar on when we have the on the Thursday night. Um mm, on the Thursday night jam session. But anyways, but yeah, y'all check out Kelly's channel and Rich New Design and the Jay Jordan, because they get together. They get together every week and do the jam session. So it's a lot of fun. Um, can't sing or dance. I beg to differ, Mike. I'm quite sure you can sing and dance. You might not be able to do them well, but you can still do them. Um, a funny story, I don't know if I should tell it online. Um, when one of my sons was younger, and I mean really younger, before reading age, so he was probably 3. They used to have this little, we call it a little cherub choir at church. Um, my my wife, who loves me, tells me no. They said you and Mona had to go back every week now. Yeah, that's what they said. I said, forgetting. My son was in the little cherub choir at church, and I used to thank the choir director for letting him in because but she loved having him because he made a joyful noise. He did not. He stood up and sang loud and proud, and I was like, yes, loud and proud. That's my boy, loud and proud. Not in tune, not on key, but loud and proud. And the thing is, he learned how to sing in that choir. I mean, he learned how to blend with other voices, how to stay on key, on pitch. I was impressed. They did wonders with my son. And now he can sing a little bit. I'm like, what? Yo. It's like I could dance. I was dancing at the grocery store today. They was playing a Luther Vandross song. It wasn't on purpose, but I was feeling it. I sing and dance in the grocery store all the time. They play the era of music that's my era. Okay. So whenever I'm in the grocery store, it's songs I know and I'm singing. Sometimes I will stop in the middle of the aisle just to sing and dance. And people are like, okay now. And I'm like, I didn't even realize you were there. I am all about the music. Yeah, a joyful noise, loud and proud. I sing happy birthday loud and proud to my father-in-law. He asked me to stop. That's funny. Uh, yeah. Dancing is something I try to do every day because I like to dance. I love music. I like to dance and I need to move. I need to get some exercise in and I need to move. And dancing is one way to do it. So I try to dance every day. And if I'm not thinking about it, if I'm just going around doing what I'm normally doing, and then something's like, oh, you should dance for 5 minutes, and I'll set a timer and I'll dance for 5 minutes. It's just a good way to get some exercise in, and it feels good. Um, so yeah. Okay, it's 11 o'clock. I'm gonna go and let Bella in real quick, and I'll be right back. So, oh, she barking anyway. You ready to come in? You gonna say hey to the people? Yeah. All right. That was the second intermission, and I am back. I thought she was gonna play her usual game that says, "Oh no, I'm not really ready to come in. I just wanted you to come out here." Let's see. Mike, I'm looking at Baker's Creek to buy my last seed haul. Got to get my hydroponic setup ready. Blue said, GT, he didn't like my rendition of the traditional happy birthday, so I started with the soulful happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Yeah, that one. um, GT says, hello, Bella. Yeah, she's like, that part. Would you find yourself a spot and settle down? Ugh, she had muddy feet. It rained all day today. She's got muddy feet, tracking up my house. She's like, Mama, you should have wiped them when I came in. You're right. I should have. My wife is related to pro singers. She's won contests. Me, I can't sing at all. Oh my goodness. Hey, wooling around with Joy. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, our family is we have a lot of musical ties. Not professional singers, but my my brother um had a degree in music and was a composer. Um, so yeah, and then we grew up singing and playing music. We all had piano lessons and we all played in the band and we were all in choir and all of that stuff. Um, and have several relatives in the industry as well. Some singers, some producers. Um, yeah, it's all of the things, and so it's pretty. It's music is a thing in our family, definitely a thing um, in our family. Did he say? Mike says I'm clearing out my systems. I'm excited for the new winter grow. Oh, I missed it. I gotta go back and look. Um, Somebody told me that there was a couple of grow things out there. that I haven't seen. I missed. I need to get back in the loop of things. GT says I'm my own, building a new system. Okay, cool. I need to clean out my hydroponic system, both of them. I need to clean them out, and I have one that's new in the box that I haven't even set up. I need to get that one set up, and get some stuff in there. I've had some issues with mine lately, so I need to figure out what's going on with that. Um, but yeah, I'm growing stuff. I'm still growing stuff. Blue's Clue said, can't sing or dance well, but I have fun doing them both badly. Exactly. There you go. That's my kind of guy. That is my kind of person right there. It's not about whether you do it well. It's about if you enjoy doing it. uh, I enjoy music, and so singing and dancing, I'm going to do. Little Tech Girl has one on Facebook, but I don't have Facebook. Okay. So Bella still hasn't settled down. I guess she hasn't decided on where she wants to settle. Yeah, she keeps walking back and forth in front of me. She's like pacing the floor, like look like a lion. Yeah, you do. Yeah. Yeah. I'm the one next out over singing sidewalk talking them. On me. That's me. You're like, you're the one that they say, "Oh, they should give the money back. The money that they gave you for singing lessons, you need to give it back." Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't have one of those. I don't have a strong singing voice. I can't hold my own. But I'm the one in the choir that fills in the choir that makes it sound whole. Me and one of my watchings, funny stuff on YouTube. I have ears running down my face. Okay. Okay. Yeah. But anyways, music. But yeah, I'm a collector of musical instruments that I don't play, which is pretty weird. But yeah, I collect them to play them, but then I end up not playing them because it takes time. So yeah, I do have several instruments that more than several. I have a lot. I have two. In fact, I probably should sell them and get the money and do something and go on a cruise or something. I probably have enough money and instruments to go on a cruise if I sold them, which is ridiculous. But hey, my church pastor caught me nothing or and demanded I never asked again. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh. So one of the things um about singing in the choir at church, uh, I don't sing in the choir at church anymore. I used to, but I don't do that anymore. But yeah. Okay, late unicorn lady. I have an African drum. Um and not the small one that you can carry, but the big one that you gotta have a seat to sit down with because it's that heavy. It's made out of, a tree with goat skin. It's a real African drum. Um, yeah, and steel drum. That's nice. My son started playing the sax about 2 months ago. Hearing him makes me so proud. Yeah, yeah. My grandson, decided he wanted to learn how to play sax, and he taught himself how to play, and he's pretty good. Can you play it? Um, so I'm not really good with the drum. I can play it, but I'm not really good with the drum. I really need to work on it. I was thinking about you and wild edibles this morning. I was thinking about how short this year's growing season was, and I reminded myself not to be upset because you two deal with worse. Yeah, that is true. I bought a steel barrel drum. I loved it. Couldn't play it, but I love the sounds of it. That's how I am. I probably have four different style reed flutes. Um, not reed flutes. Cane. Yeah, native cane flutes. Um, like three or four different styles of them. And um, I have. I'm sitting here trying to think. I have a guitar and I have drums. I used to have tin whistle. I don't know if I still have that. If I gave, actually, I had a set of tin whistles. I don't know if I still have them or not. Um, and then I have one of those. I forget what it's called. Ocarinas, I think is what it's called. It's another kind of a flute. Um, yeah, but I don't really play them. And then I have the violin too. The violin needs some work, and I need to get it fixed before it's not repairable. But yeah, well, I believe it, Miss Linda. Yeah. Oh, GT, sorry. I thought you knew her. I thought you two were on the same team. Okay. My granddaughter plays the flute and piccolo. Okay, yeah, I played the flute in marching band in high school. But that was 100 years ago. I follow them. Yeah, yes, ma'am. It's all about the horns. Yeah, yeah. I played flute and marching band. I played clarinet in concert band um, in high school. Um, which was fun and was cool. I enjoyed it. I was in band from sixth grade through 11th grade. I didn't play my senior year because I didn't want to anymore. Just like that. um, um, so I probably could play saxophone since I played clarinet and the saxophone is the same key um, as the flute. It's the same fingering pattern and key as the flute. I probably could play saxophone. Never tried. Which did I like better? I actually liked flute better um, um, than clarinet, but um, yeah. He says I faked it for years. Mike, that's pretty funny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I liked playing flute better. Flute was harder for me though because I have asthma. It was good for my lungs because it made my lungs stronger, but it was harder to play, and especially in marching band because you're not you're marching and you're playing and trying to breathe at the same time. But yeah, zero interest, so I put in zero effort. Mm, Mike, it sounds like you needed a little persuasion in your life. But hey, I'm just saying, I tried to play sax in sixth grade, but I wanted to roller skate, not deal with practice and a read. I catch you. I understand. Um, yeah, I wanted to play trumpet or sax or guitar. Okay, I get it. Neither of my sons play musical instruments. They weren't. They were more. Yeah, they just weren't interested. No, tuba stump. I get it. I get it. You're interested in what you're interested in. So Yeah. I can feel that, Mike. I was out riding my dirt bike, skating, exploring the woods, and now I wish I had took the time. Well, you know what? It's never too late. It's never too late because I was in my 30s when I started learning to play the violin. And people always say that you got to start young. You're not going to be able to play it, da 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 da. I enjoyed it. Um, I great? No, but I could play pretty much anything I wanted to play. I went to jam sessions and could fit right in and played. I played with we had some praise teams that had, you know, music that I played with the praise teams, because a lot of the music that we use is really simple music. It's, you know, it's not complicated. It's very simple, straightforward, you know, melodies that you can play with, and you can either play the melody or you can play, you know, some harmonies in there, and that's enough to you know, get your praise on. And so I really, like I said, I really enjoyed it. And I was in my, you know, mid 30s when I started taking lessons, and it was like it was a whim. It was literally a whim. It was before eBay was a thing. It was Yahoo.com had auctions. I went on Yahoo auctions and bought a violin on an auction. It came to my house in a box. It was a piece of crap, machine made thing that I spent less than $100 on. I spent more money on my bow than I spent on the violin. Literally more than twice as much money on the bow as I spent on the violin. But it had a nice sound to it. Mark O'Connor played my violin. That's pretty funny. Because when I went to the fiddle camp, you know, there, and it, I went to fiddle camp. I played with Mark O'Connor, for heaven's sakes. Really? That's what I'm saying. It's never too late. Okay, Mike. So, that's what I'm saying. It's never too late. Uh, so let's say I had to carry the heavy tube in sub-zero temps 2 miles to school. Was no, okay. Yeah, that part. I took guitar lessons, but only learned to play two songs: "Silent Night" and "Love Me Tender." Okay, but still, you learned to play two songs. You took guitar lessons and learned to play two songs. So yeah, Mike, that sounds like it was groundwork for a comedy. Exactly. Wow, Mike, that makes me not want to play it. LOL. Take care, everyone. It's been nice hanging out with you. I need to start getting ready for bed. Okay, Mara, have a good evening. Enjoy the rest of your day, night. Yeah. Um, Thanks for coming in. Why don't we have a fiddle camp? That sounds like fun. It was hilarious. It was a lot of fun. It was at a state park up in Tennessee. And what Mark does, I don't know if he still does it. He used to do one in San Diego too. I don't know if he still does the both of them. But what he did was he brought in musicians that he knew from around the country, really around the world, and different styles. And so we had Texas swing style, we had bluegrass style, we had classical style, we had blues, um, we had jazz style musicians, and they did workshops, and you rotated between the workshops. They had you set up in groups and you rotated between the workshops, and it was all ear learning only. Well, the classical guy did hand out some sheet music, but for the most part, it was ear learning only. And so you went from place to place, and you learned every little place you went. You learned a song or a portion of a song. At night, there was a concert every night. At the end of the week, there was a large concert with everybody, all the musicians that were guests and all of the participants. We played a song that we had learned together in the concert. It was a lot of fun, and I learned so much. Because it was just a lot of fun. It was fiddle camp, and then there was always a jam session. Where a couple of people were sitting under a tree playing together. There was always a jam session. And then there was always one of the professionals who had um, a break time. And so they might be sitting in the dining hall, or they may be sitting on the front porch, or they may be, one of the porches or whatever. And you could just walk up to them and talk to them and ask them questions about, this, that, or the other. And so it was really nice. Um, so yeah. Hey Trish the Natural. Trish, I get those words twisted in my mouth every time. Hey Trish the Natural. Thank you for coming in. I really appreciate you. Cassandra, I learned to play Love Me Tender on a piano. We could duet. You sing. I don't want anybody's ears to bleed from my singing. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Cassandra said they would hemorrhage for my singing. Well, okay, no singing. Y'all just duet. When was the last time you tried to play a guitar? Cassandra. Um, y'all are funny. GT, can you blow some wind for us? Help some girls out. There you go. It's been over 10 years ago. Yeah. It's never too late. That's all I can say. It's never too late. I got a guitar in there that needs me to play it. How's your night going, Trish? But yeah, fiddle camp was a lot of fun. Um, I don't even remember how I found out about it, honestly. And I surely don't remember what prompted me to feel like I was um, qualified to go. But I'm so glad I went. Um, and I learned a lot, and I had a lot of fun. I can't sing well, but I will sing. I ain't shy. I know how to make it funny. Fun and funny. Exactly. There you go. You have to do hashtag drop, GT. Hashtag drop. Um, the song Something Better by Blanca. I can't say that I have. Nothing comes to mind when you say that though. I'm doing well. I'm doing a bit of editing, getting my first Slate Timber video out. Like, okay. What time zone are you in, Trish? It's still the first on the West Coast. In Central America, and no, in the center of the United States, and on the West Coast, it's still the first. So you got time. Right as I sent it, yeah, drop. There you go. There you go, GT Junior. Dropped your link. Anybody who's not connected to GT, go ahead and connect with him. What does cousin Broke say? Go to his channel, click on a video, hit the like button, watch the video. If you don't like it, don't worry about it. If you do like it, hit the subscribe button. Share it out. It's like you're in Central Time. You got 29 minutes. No, you can do it on West Coast time. You got some hours still. You got some hours. You can use West Coast time. I feel like Seraphim singing praise. I wish I could sing like her. And Taryn Wells, you should listen to it. Let me write it down. Let me write it down in my book. And I will check it out. La 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 la. something better. I wrote it down. I will check it out. I will check it out. What's going, Bella? What's going? Slate timber. I thought about doing slate timber, but I can't commit, unfortunately. Um, in case y'all don't know, there is a challenge going on called Slay Timber, where you post a video every day for 30 days in the month of September, with the hashtag Slay Timber. I'm not sure who the person is you need to contact to be a part of the challenge, but if you would like to know, I think official Jamia and Trish the Natural are both doing that. Her channel name is her name. Okay. Okay. I feel like, okay. All right. Getting these notes done while I listen here at work. Okay. Hey, Belt Loop 29. Thank you for coming in. It's good to see you. I hope you love singing it too. I probably will. Let's see. It's good to see you, Belt Loop. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. Settle down, Bella. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. What you want? Yeah. If you guys aren't connected with Belt Loop, drop your link. Type in hashtag drop to drop your link. And if you guys aren't connected to Belt Loop, he's a great supporter. And his on his channel, settle. On his channel, you'll get a lot of information on just how to do YouTube better. He talks about all the things. So if you want to know how to use Nightbot, if you want to know how to use StreamYard, if you want to know how to all those things that content creators do, he's a big help with that kind of information. He's helped me out quite a bit, and so yeah. And he does. He welcomes questions, and if he doesn't know the answer, he will research it for you. He will figure it out, help you figure it out. So, anyways, check out Belt Loop. He's a good supporter. Yeah. Bella's getting tired. She thinks it's time to go to bed. He tries super hot peppers too. Okay. I don't know about all that. Super hot peppers. And I might get to meet him soon. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. So, yeah. So, yeah. Those peppers have to be a thing of the past. They're really too hot for eating. Yeah, that part. Yeah, I'm going to Petals. It's just about an hour and a half up the road from here. So I'm going to go over for the day. I might be tempted to go over maybe the day before if people want to hang out that evening. So yeah, going to Petals. Hey, Bill, Warm Strong Adventures. Welcome in. Thanks for coming. Oh, you're bringing Nikki too, and Tammy, of course. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited to be able to meet some of my YouTube friends and I can't say the words. They tripping out of my mouth. Friends and family, family on YouTube. I'm so excited. So, hey, Bill, Warm Strong Adventures. Thanks for coming in, man. I was talking about you earlier. Hey, Dawn. Thanks for stopping in. Good to see you. GT, get your booty. Thanks you. You can see my Scotch bonnet taste test. Oh, oh. I saw, Mike, that you dropped a video on the Tigger melon. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm gonna watch that um probably later tonight, maybe tomorrow. Um we'll have to sit down, we'll have a sit down meal. Yeah, that'll be good. Um what day are you coming over, Belt Loop? Because I was thinking about maybe driving up on Friday evening if people are gonna have dinner together or something like that. I was thinking of driving over on Friday evening. Um I wasn't planning on staying up there, but I could stay up there overnight. It's not that far from me. It's not that it's there's is nothing for me to drive home late and then turn around and come back the next day though. So it's not that big of a deal. Time, yeah. Okay. Looking at coming down on Friday evening as well. Yeah. So um oh, is Kelly in the house? Did I miss her? Hey, Kelly. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. I bring it every day, Kelly. Um, we're getting a pet-friendly room. Yeah. Nikki's spoiled already. I wish I could bring Bella, but she doesn't behave. And she also doesn't travel well, so she can't come. Um, but that's okay. Yeah. Hashtag drop will drop your link. Please connect to each other. If you haven't, Kelly, I just woke up. Was it the dinner? Was it the fish and you did fish and chips today, didn't you? Yeah. Bella likes to ride, but short rides. She doesn't like long rides too much, and she just hasn't done a lot of long rides. I think that's part of it. It was good. Yeah, yeah. It looked good. Yeah. I need to start cooking a little bit more. I haven't done a cooking video in a while. I used to do them every now and again. Um, but I haven't. Well, I did the shrimp one not too long ago. So, Mike Bullis Crew said my Amish paste tomatoes from last year cross pollinated with my cherry tomatoes. I let a volunteer grow. I have some amazing hybrid tomatoes this year. Yeah, I've got some tomatoes growing out in my yard. Well, in one of my containers that I'm not exactly sure what it is, because it's whatever was in there and whatever seeds dropped and they came up. So that's great. What are you up to this time of night, Bill? Um, I wake up early at 5 a.m. Ooh, Kelly, 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 Kelly. Yeah, no, that's too early. Although I probably will be awake at 5 a.m., but I won't be awake. You know how I'm on early morning lives when people say, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm sleeping." Yeah, that part where I'll be half functional and I can still use my phone. Tomorrow we're gonna take Nikki out and try to make sure she'll behave on a leash. Okay, cool. Everybody's speaking to Bill. Taste it yet, Blue? Oh yeah. What does it taste like? There is one tomato that I got the seeds from. What's his name? Um, Coach. Garden State Gardener, and it is not a good tomato. It's called the Dwarf Franklin County. It's not a good raw tomato, but it cooks up nice. You just dice it in and throw it in whatever you're cooking, and the cooking it up sweetens it, gives it a nice. It's got a really tangy taste. It's really nice when cooked. Um, it's a real nice cooking tomato, and I like it. It's a dwarf. It's called Dwarf Franklin County. I got it from Garden State Gardener free. So yeah. Bill says I'm always up late. Okay, part of the late night crew. I see you. I see you. Yes, Mike, they're terrific. I save seeds, but they may not come out the same. That's true. They're meaty like a paste, but smaller and crisp like a cherry. Yeah, I love cherry. Well, I've got some cherry tomatoes. I hope that's the one that came up. That volunteered. It was one I got from the grocery store called something. I forgot. Cherry. I forgot cherry bombs or something. Sweet bombs. I don't even know what they're called. Um, So I'm sorry I can't type on my husband's phone. I forget what it was called, but they were so good that I just took one out of the container and cut it open and sprinkled the seeds into some soil. Belt Loop says I can recommend Black Creme, Aunt Ruby's German green tomatoes, and Cherokee purple. Those are my favorites. My grape tomatoes and sun gold cherries are my favorite. Yeah. I don't remember what those things were called. I think they're called sweet bombs. They were good though. Whatever it was, they came from the grocery store. They were grown in the United States. They were really, really good. And like I said, I just cut one of them open and put the seeds in the soil. And when they popped up, I transplanted them in several places in my garden. And I believe those are the ones that came up because that's wherever I put them is where I got tomatoes again this year. And they grew true to well, they tasted the same. The ones I grew tasted the same as the ones I bought. Okay, Dawn, you'll catch the replay to see all you missed. You missed it all. It was good. You should have been here. Yeah. And I'm not a big tomato fan. Um, don't eat a lot of tomatoes. I like grape tomatoes. I will eat them. I think of them as garden treats. I like to grow them and I like to eat them in the garden. Hey, Duval, City Girl, thank you for listening. And Duval, y'all got me singing her name again. But yeah, thank you for listening in. I appreciate it. Uh, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of tomatoes, but and I don't grow very many tomatoes either. So, but when I get one that I like cherry tomatoes because like I said, I like garden treats. I like something I can walk outside and grab a handful of and eat. I grew my corn to fruition in pots on the roof. I'm so proud. Last time I tried, I had corn suitable for stir fry. Oh, yeah. I've grown corn successfully. I've grown one ear of corn successfully. Right, Bella? We got one ear last year. Yeah. It was good, wasn't it? She and I shared it. That's another thing too. Bella and I love to eat in the garden. And so we're always, yesterday she got a cucumber, which she loved. But she likes, there's a lot of stuff that I grow that she really loves. And so we're in the yard and something, I'll pick something. And it's like, Bella, I don't think I'm going to eat this one. You want it? And she's like right there. Sharing is caring. Yeah. I don't know why she won't settle down. Come on. It's okay. Green beans are my snack food in the garden. Yeah, I like fresh green beans. Didn't get many green beans this year. Planted a bunch, planted them several times, and I didn't get very many. I think I was lucky. It was very dry and windy, so all my corn put two cobs pollinated. You didn't you didn't hand pollinate them, Mike? I've used a brush and hand pollinated my corn when I had corn. Cowpeas held them up in the wind. Yeah. Have you harvested your cowpeas? Mike, I'm done with you. Did you harvest your cowpeas? Have you tried them yet? Do you like them? I've I've got several harvests off of my cow peas. I have the Lady Cream peas, Lady Cream, and I've got several harvests off of them, but I haven't cooked them yet. And so haven't cooked them. I don't really have a. Yeah, I got maybe a serving and a half. Okay, yes. It's cool to see my cucumbers and corn growing together. Okay. Got about a half okay, that's nice. About a half pound bag dried. That's good. Yeah. I didn't plant them this year. Some came up from last year. I planted them last year. I planted Lady Crumbs and pink eye purple hulls. And the Lady Crumbs came back from probably, one fell in that area. And so a few. And so we'll have a few plants out there. The pink eye purple hulls didn't come back. So, um, yeah. I'm drying 2 years ago. So you're going to dry the corn for seed. Volunteers do better. They have a strong will to live and deep roots. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that. I have 5 stalks of corn. One developed half. The wind Wednesday blew all the stalks over. Yeah. When the year I did corn, I did it by the fence. Um, and yeah, I did it by the fence so that they would have some support if the wind blew. And it helped. It didn't keep the wind from blowing some of them over, but with corn, you need to really plant. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Don't listen to what I say. Well, didn't I tell y'all earlier? Don't listen to what I say. I don't know. Oh, you have 14 ears. That's good, Mike. If you want to know how to grow corn, you need to go and watch T-Knox channel. She grow corn every year. Like, I think my corn made it through the wind because the pots have tomato cages in them. Yep, that's a good idea. Called it my Thunderdome bed. Okay. We had that happen. Well, that and Pound and Rain. But they go straight up from there. Strangest looking corn stalks I've ever seen. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Got about a dozen ears right now, but 4 are really small. Yeah. I haven't, like I said, I don't eat corn anymore, but um, I haven't grown. I've only grown corn successfully once. And I only got one ear, so I don't know if you can call that successful or not. It was one edible ear, and Bella and I enjoyed it. The stalks almost look like a fish hook. I can, yeah, imagine that, Belt Lou. Yeah, yeah. I grew corn and peas and okra in the same bed with flowers and herbs. Yeah, nice, nice. Yeah, I really need to get out in the garden and get it cleaned up. Um, got a lot of weeding to do. Um, I got a lot of stuff just to clean out and get the beds ready, um, to transplant some stuff into. Got some stuff started. I want to transplant and get it into the beds. So, but yeah, my okra lives peacefully with whatever I pair it with. Okay. My squashes were a fail mostly. I have one patty pan squash out there, Mike. I think I'm probably gonna drop a video tomorrow that shows it. It might be a fail. I don't know. It has plenty of flowers on it. It has one fruit on it, and I'm not even sure. when it's ready to harvest. It's Belt Loop says it's funny. We've grown a lot of different things in the same area. One year, everything blossomed and grew profoundly. The next year, everything seemed to struggle. Yeah, but that's gardening. It's different. It's from year to year. It could be different, and you don't know what it is. Is it the weather? Is it the soil? Is it the what is it? Kelly says I had a sad garden this year. One tomato, um, two peppers, and some mint. That's it. Oh yeah, I do have some mint out there. I got two containers with mint and one with lemon balm. Mike says one buttercup, two kombucha, no patty pan, 5 huge Georgia candy roasters, and 5 gross Tigger melons. That's pretty funny. I don't know what Tigger melon is supposed to taste like, but everybody who I know who's grown it says it's nasty. I don't know. Nice. I love patty pan squash. I haven't grown that variety though. Well, yeah. Hey, OVW. Am I missing people? How am I missing people? Yeah. Hey, OVW. Thanks for coming in. Nice to see you. Duval said they had some pretty strong winds, blew my barbecue grill canopy tents over, 2 of my arch trellises broke, 2 of my 7 feet sunflower plants over. Yeah, I got a couple of sunflowers that are leaning way down. Um, and I thought about trying to add some support to it. And I'm like, you know what? I don't care. Let them do what they do. I have a single butternut squash. I grew it in a Dollar Tree container. It's small, but I did it on a roof. I need to see this growing on the roof thing. Um, yeah, for me right now, it's the weather. This weather has been something. This summer has been hot and dry. Um, and it's been hard keeping up with watering. And to be perfectly honest, I think I've been watering the weeds more than watering the garden. Um, but oh yeah, I wanted to just tell y'all. Maybe I've said it before, but I put up that update video, and I need to go back and look at it because I went out there a day later, and there was an Armenian cucumber on the ground. And it was like, does that show up in the video? Because I don't remember seeing this yesterday. And so I've got that makes 3 total Armenian cucumbers that I've gotten off that one plant. Now, mind you, I have another plant in another bed that has full of flowers, but has put out no cucumbers on it. Belt Loop says, I think it was the weather. That and the first year we had more help in the garden. Yeah, yeah. And I need to rework my garden beds. I need to take everything out of them and put some fresh soil in them and put some fresh compost in there and all of that. Kay Renee is speaking to everybody. OVW is speaking to everybody. Tigger melons taste nasty, Mike. GT is asking everybody that I know who's grown Tigger melons say they nasty. I'm not ever gonna grow them. I am not ever gonna grow them. People say they nasty. I don't know. No more Tigger melons for me, said Duval. I've never tried patty pan. I've had one once that I got from the farmer's market. I don't remember what it tasted like, but it wasn't bad because if it was bad, I wouldn't have been going, oh, I want to get some patty pan seeds. I want to get some patty pan seeds. So yeah. Yes, it's not good at all. What is it supposed to taste like? That's what I want to know. What is it supposed to taste like? Because if they're not tasting good, why? Angela speaking to OBW. Kelly speaking to OBW. GT Jr. said no one likes sugar melons. And why are they selling these seeds? Are they giving them as free seeds or are people buying them? I've never tried a Tigger melon. Belt Loop is saying, don't try it, Belt Loop. They're saying it's nasty. I've never heard of a Tigger melon. Okay, if anybody gives it to you, they're not your friend. This year, I mainly grew super hot peppers. I do have one. I shouldn't tell y'all because I'm probably going to do a video. I do have one leisure pepper that is turning red in my arrow garden. And I do have one fish pepper that should be dead. I don't know why it's not dead. It should be dead. It fell over. It was in my arrow garden. It fell over. I cut it off. I put it in water, and it's alive, and it has a pepper on it. It has no roots. I don't know. It's just in water, and the pepper is growing. I don't know why it's not dead. It has no roots. It's been growing like that for well over a month. So I don't know. But yeah, those are the peppers that I have. I never post. I have pics if your email is in your about. My email is in my about, Baloo. So I would love to see pictures of this. You never post at all? You don't have Instagram or nothing? Mike says, D2, I got 200 seeds from one melon. Oh, Tigger melons? So that's why everybody's giving those seeds away. Because they got so many seeds. Not because the melons are any good. Chichi's like, all of them seeds. You can see some of my corn blow over in a short. Okay. I think that's how it fools people to grow it. Everyone has too many seeds. Throw them seeds away. Armenian cucumbers, they're all right. It's not my favorite. I thought I would love it because they're long and I love cucumbers and I heard that they taste just like regular cucumbers. To me, they have a slight something about them that is not like a regular cucumber. So yeah, not so much. Lemon cucumbers, I love. They do taste like, to me, lemon cucumbers are just taste like a regular cucumber, and they're just that shape. And they're prolific. They produce a lot of cucumbers. Um, hey, Mama J Way, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. If you guys are not connected to Mama J Way, drop your link. Anybody can drop your link, hashtag drop, so you guys can connect with each other. I'm going to grow some. Unicorn Lady says, I'm going to grow some Tiggers just to see for myself. Okay, if you want to try it. Everybody said that they are not good. Just saying. Wooling Around with Joy says, hello, Kelly, and all that she's missed. Working and lurking. Thanks for working and lurking. I appreciate you being here. I'm like Angela. I'll just take your word for it. Um, I don't need to grow any. I've got limited space. Is it? I think it's supposed to taste like pig food. Really, pig food? Okay, pigs eat anything. Around. Wow, patty pan squash we grew was not bad, not good. It was cooked like a stuffed squash way. I like it better if it was fixed another way. Yeah. Yes, Mike, I do have the lipstick pepper. It's in my I do. It's small yet, but yeah, I did start it. It's not putting on any flowers yet, but yeah. Okay. We got a raid from Dawn Yarndall. Polly wants a crafter. Hey, Polly, thanks for coming in. I gotta run. Look forward to meeting you in person. I look forward to meeting you too, Belt Loop. I'll see you um, in the YouTube streets, um, and I'll see you on the night. Jessica, show me confections. Hey, Jessica, thanks for coming in. Everybody's speaking. Everybody's speaking. Okay, I lied. I have a video, not a pic. I'm going to try to take a picture now. I hope the flash works good. Post the video, man. I mean, sis, post the video. Job. Yes, yes. Hey, Pixie Stitch, how are you? Hey, Mystic Storm, how are you doing? Thanks for joining in. I appreciate you, sis. David Corey with the crop. I'm in the bushes as well, y'all. I'll speak to everyone later. Okay, David. It's good to see you, man. Oh, we have two Mama J's. The other one is a gardener. Okay. Everybody's speaking. It's a video of me taking my daughter, talking to my daughter. She's in Jacksonville, Florida. Okay. Okay. Angela David. If you're new here and you want to drop your link, you can put in hashtag drop so people can connect with you. Thank you, Mystic Storm. I appreciate you being here, sis. Um, I don't know if this is my element or not, but I'm here. We ain't doing nothing but just chatting it up. That's all. Um, how's that full blue supermoon doing you? I'm loving the energy of this moon. I don't know about you. Okay, hit the like button, y'all. Thank you, David. I appreciate it. If you hit the like button, everybody, y'all should check out Mystic Storm Spirituality. That's my sis, and that's my baby sis. Um, and she has a channel, and she's a content creator, and you should check her out. Check her out. Let's see. People are dropping their links. Check out each other. Um, check out each other. Connect with each other. Yeah. So, what is the favorite thing that you grew this summer, and what is the number one thing that you're going to be growing um, in the fall if you're going to have a fall garden? If you're like me, you're behind um, with planting the fall garden because I'm always behind. But yeah, it is what it is. Um, Probably my favorite thing that I grew this summer, well, the thing that gave me the most this summer was my butterfly peas. They gave. Every day they gave. They gave, they gave, they gave. Um, but my favorite thing is my cucumbers. I love cucumbers. And even though that they didn't give a lot, my cucumbers have been given a little. And that's one thing that I will grow more of next year. They take up some space, but I love them, and they taste so much better than grocery store cucumbers. And I just like the little pickling cukes. Um, just the little pickling cucumbers. That's my favorite, and that's what I'm gonna do. Definitely grow again next year. Um, let's see. Um, okay, thanks OVW for coming on. We tarry until he comes homestead. Appreciate you. In case y'all don't know, one virtuous woman, one village watchman. Other channel is We Tarry Until He Comes Homestead, and that's her homestead and gardening channel. So if you have not, connect with her on both channels. That's cool. Gigi says onions is was the thing I was in all. I'm in all. Okay, yeah. I'm definitely growing onions and garlic during the winter. Those are my go-to. I will grow onions and garlic if I don't grow anything else, but I'm most looking forward to growing cabbage um, this winter. I'm hoping that they will do well this winter. Um, oh, nice. I'm hoping they'll do well. Angela's Garden Delight. Mama Jayway says she stopped by your house. She rang your doorbell. She dropped off an apple cobbler and ice cream. You better get it before it melts. Did anyone drop their link by putting hashtag drop in the chat? Yes. Yes. If you haven't done that, go ahead and do that so people can connect with you. My favorite is ground cherries. It took 3 years to get them, and but the heat took them, so I have to start again. Okay. I love ground cherries, but I don't grow them every year. But I probably will grow them again next year. Pixie Stitch says, I live in an apartment, but I did grow lavender, sage, and oregano. Oh, nice. Nice. I love my herbs. I do love my herbs. I didn't grow as many this year as I normally do, but I do love my herbs. So I can feel you on that. Um, Pixie Stitch. Okay. I didn't know that. Pixie Stitch, you're in Alaska? GT, you got somebody else up there with you. Uh-huh. I only got ground cherries to germinate once, he said. Okay. GT says, are you serious, Pixie Stitch? Yeah, there you go. OBW says, my garlic was horrible this year. I'm hoping they'll do well next time. Oh, I got a pretty good garlic harvest this year. Um, My kale overpowered my tomatoes. I will never plant them together again. My kale is doing good. That's the one thing that I can say is doing good. The dwarf blue curled kale that you get the seed from the Dollar Tree, it keeps giving. I've got one plant out there that's over a year old, and it's still giving. It's still giving. And my red Russian kale, it's doing pretty good. The bugs got into the red Russian kale, was tearing it up. I think in one of my um, update videos, I called it my lacy leaf kale, because that's what it looked like. And the bugs had really gotten it up. I just pulled those leaves off and got rid of them, and it kept growing. And now it's looking really good. The bugs, I guess, have moved on. Okay. Prince of Wales Island, Pixie Stitch says. Um, Angela says, thank you to Mama J-Way. David Corey, cabbage, broccoli, collards, and kale. I don't know nothing about Texas collards. I think that they are a myth. I'm not sure about Texas collards. I've heard about them, but I don't think I've ever seen them in real life. Oh yeah, Jessica says, my favorite this year will be goji berry. Didn't somebody plant a goji berry plant? Is that what you planted today, Karen? I think that might have been what she planted today. Mystic Storm says, I don't have the greenest of thumbs, but any advice for growing herbs on a balcony? Um, no advice. Just do it. Just do it. The only thing I can say about herb growing for me, and I don't know that anybody else has that problem. I generally, with herb growing, I try to make sure I have a well drained soil because some herbs don't do well if they if the soil is a heavy. So a well drained soil, and in order to have a well drained soil, you may one you might sift it so you can get some of the what am I talking about, people? The un the pieces that haven't broken down, you can get some of that organic matter out of there, and so that'll help with the structure of the soil. Um, so you might sift your soil before you put them in there. Um, and then the other thing is just do it. Put them in the pot, put them on the balcony and see what works. If they, if they are showing signs that they're not doing well, then you start to troubleshoot it and come in the gardening community and ask questions because people will help you. Mama J-Way says, I stopped by your house at OVW at We Tarry Till He Comes Homestead. So, all right. They'll come, yes, and herbs are perennials. Most herbs are perennials and will come back every year. I think basil is not, it's an annual, but most of the rest of them are perennials. And so once you plant them, you'll have them if you can take care of the plant. Crazy season 110 in Texas killed late start. Yes, Texas has been something this year. David's in Texas. He's in North Texas. But yeah, I think it's North Texas where he is, somewhere up there near Dallas. Finally, someone lives in Alaska. You're not alone anymore. Hey, Auntie Ellen G. Quat. Um, Happy birthday, Mom. Give your mom a big hug and a kiss for me on her birthday. Oh, thanks for coming in, Auntie Ellen. If you guys haven't connected with Auntie Ellen, check her out. Holy, what was that? Bella, did you hear that? Gunshots. Oh my gosh. It's not here in my neighborhood, but I just heard gunshots. Anyways, okay. All right. Anyways, sorry about that. It's just unusual. Pixie Stitch says, I used to live in Georgia, but have been in Alaska for a little over a year and a half now. GT Jr. says, I want to taste ground cherries, David. Somebody found some in the market, in a grocery. Every day I pick a bunch of strawberries, wash with hose and eat them. Yeah, that's nice. Hello, Auntie Ellen. How are you? Baloo's Clues is saying. Pixie, GT is from Georgia too. Yep, he is from Georgia. I have a sis out with you, GT. I've referred her to check out your channel. Yeah. Fresh strawberries are amazing. My strawberries did not survive the heat. Unicorn Lady says, I have 2 goji berry seedlings. I'm hiding them from the weather indoors. I understand. The best herb is basil, the easiest. Yeah. Did I grow any basil? I didn't grow any basil this year, but last year I grew like 5 different varieties of basil. So I have a lot of it stored up, but I need to grow some more. I'm going to put some in the AeroGarden. Okay. We had some harsh rain, so don't mind the spots on my squash leaves tomorrow. Okay, cool. Texas is too hard to start. This starts outside, it is. I found out after 50 years, Polly, once a crafter says that I'm now allergic to strawberries. Yeah. Tell me about that. Angela says, I don't have any advice about herbs. All mine melted. Angela, you live in Arizona. Everything melts. Or do you live in Arizona? Where do you live? Yeah, everything melts out there. Yeah, that's good to know. Thank you. Mystic Storm, don't listen to Angela. Angela plants stuff in her yard and then she doesn't water it for months, and she lives out in the desert. So don't listen to what she says. She keeps promising that she's going to water it. She walks by and says, I promise I'm going to water y'all. I just drilled some holes in the bottom of some paint buckets and put pebbles in the bottom to help with drainage. Okay. Only one of my dark opal basil came up. I planted a half dozen times. My Thai, lemon, sweet are busting. I don't know what happened. My dark opal, I had 2 that looked very similar, but both of them came up. So my dark opal did come up. And what was the other one? The other purple one? Royal purple. I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, that was last year though. Mystic Storm, did you drop your link? Mystic Storm, type in #drop to drop your link. Please, if you want to. You don't have to. Clark Kent. Hey, Clark Kent, thanks for coming in. I'm not a gardener, but I plan to be. I'm going to start out with herbs. Yeah, you can start anywhere. I always recommend that people start with onions. If you eat onions and you buy them from the store, I cut the bottom off of my onions and I plant them in the soil. And if you eat like the scallions, the green scallions, I cut the bottoms off of those. I sometimes put them in the soil or I'll put them in a glass with water, and they'll grow. That's why I tell people start with onions. Oh no, what's wrong, Angela? Yes, Mama J, well, you have good ears. Heard 3 pops. That's what I heard. Yeah, they stopped. They went away. So I don't know what that was all about. And it was far enough away that I don't think it was actually in this neighborhood. It might be in the one that's on the backside over there. So yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, I'm definitely listening and also watching this little dog over here because if it gets close enough that she's concerned, then yeah, we know what to do. Yep. David speaking to Auntie Ellen saying I've been seeing you. OEW speaking to Auntie Ellen. Yeah. GT says I didn't see the comment, but yeah, he's from Georgia living in Alaska too. I think my keto bed, raised bed kept my strawberries alive. Yeah, my strawberries, it was me. It was not the strawberries, it was me. I fell down on the watering and I lost some of them. There's still some out there. I need to go in and pull out the containers that still have strawberries in there and repot them with some fresh soil and stuff. And I'm gonna get to it. Drop. Thank you, Mr. Storm, for dropping your channel. It's a very small world. I live in an Anchorage, Alaskan pixie stitch. Um, Angela's Garden Delight. Want water? LOL. Too funny. She want water. Yeah, she want water. She's gotten better. I take that. I have to say at the beginning she didn't water, but yeah, um she got better. Thank you, Unicorn Lady, for connecting with Mystic Storm. Thank you, Pixie Stitch, for connecting with the links drop. Check out each other's channel. I'm not saying, go and I'm saying check it out. If it's something that you connect with, great. If not, move on. But thank you guys for connecting to each other. These are some, I can say, these are good supporters in here, and I appreciate all of you. Yeah. Angela's Garden tonight says, "I'm scared of your heat like people scared of my weather." That's true. Now those you guys are living on two extremes, and I'm scared of Alaska's weather, and I'm scared of Angela's weather too. Kelly saying, "Thank you for the support." Yeah, GT and Angela are literally opposites. Yeah. You guys are the greatest. Hey, Trish. Yep. 100%. I connected when I saw the name. Cool name, by the way, Pixie. There you go. Wow. Y'all are the best. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. It's been really cool. I am. So I can't say I miss that humid Georgia heat. Okay, I don't know what I would do without the humidity. Did that one time. I was in Northern California. I remember flying back home, getting off the plane, and I think it was in Kentucky, where we flew into. And I remember getting off the plane, taking a deep breath, and going, "Oh my God, I can breathe again." Because it was like there is no air in Northern California. There is no air. You can't feel the air. You take a deep breath and there's nothing happens. My lungs don't fill up. But I'm from the South, and if I don't take a deep breath and drown, then something's wrong. Oh. Baloo's Clue says I would definitely head further north. My husband is resistant. Well, yeah, I'm resistant. I'm the resistant one. Hey, Juicing with Jay. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. My dad loved Kentucky. He was there for training. Yeah. I've not spent a lot of time in Kentucky, but I have enjoyed the time that I've been there. There's some nice things going on in Kentucky. Um, Actually, if I had my preference, if I could live with any place in the United States, I probably would live in Tennessee. Um, but that's because I've never lived there. I've only visited there and I've loved it. Every time I go to Tennessee, I'm like, oh, I want to stay. I want to live here. So yeah. Oh, I can't do heat. I'd be miserable over 75 degrees. Wow. Wow. 75 degrees is barely warm. Yeah, it's barely warm. I think I have my air set on 79. Yeah. So, yeah. Auntie Ellen says she reconnected with you, OVW. Angela says she's from Tennessee and sometimes thinks of moving back. Tennessee is beautiful. And I've spent time in all of it, really. Eastern Tennessee, Western Tennessee. I've spent time in Central Tennessee on the Cumberland Plateau area. Ooh, it's so pretty. I love it. I love it. I love it. In fact, I thought about retiring there. I thought really long and hard about retiring there, buying some land and retiring up in Tennessee. And I would even do the coal. Keeping my eye on you and your water. And that's because Angela is a new gardener and was making videos and she planted all that stuff in her garden and then she walked away from it and didn't water. And we're like, Angela, honey, you gotta water. You gotta water. I love living in Tennessee. Did not expect to stay as long as I have. Yeah, yeah. I think I would love it. I have looked at land in Tennessee. I almost made an offer on a house in Tennessee, but it was in a subdivision and they had a HO and I said I'm not doing that again. So yeah. What the heck's going on out here? I don't understand. Anyways, usually my neighborhood is really quiet. And there's not usually a bunch of stuff going on, but this is a holiday weekend, and holidays are a little bit different around here. Um, but now I hear a car revving out there, so I'm like, what's going on? I'm a polar bear in disguise. Over 70 for me. I'm like, y'all know my air conditioner is set on 79. So I don't understand why y'all think that is warm. It's like, do y'all know? Do you not understand that? Yeah, my hair is set on 79, and I got a comforter wrapped around me right now. So yeah, my house is set on 77 because it's been near 100. It'll be 100 on Sunday through the. I don't understand how it's so hot where you are, Mike. That don't make no sense to me because we haven't even been getting. Well, we're getting close to 100, but we haven't been. We've had just like maybe a couple of days where it actually hit 100 here in Alabama. So why is it so hot where you are? It's you. I think it's you. I think it's you. Tennessee is pretty, but I love Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii, but I'm going. I think I'm going next year. I haven't figured out exactly when, but I think I'm going maybe in January or February. I'm not sure. Um, but I'm going. I'm going. Y'all heard it here first. I'm going to Hawaii in 2024. You heard it here first. 70 is the temp my house is set. Okay. I can see that if it's cold, like in the wintertime, I think I've set mine at 69 in the wintertime. Um, but I don't get up. I set my temperature at 69 in the wintertime and I don't get up. I'm wrapped up in a comforter at all times because it's just too cold. And if I do get up, I have like sweats on, sweatshirt, a hoodie, my head's covered, I got a hat on. Yeah, My dream is to head to Maine or Nova Scotia and have lobster pots, blueberry bushes, and peace and quiet. I have never been up in the New England area at all. I haven't been up in the northeast of the country. Well, I mean, I've been to New York and I've been to upstate New York, but I haven't been any further than that. And I would love to spend some time there. Um, and so that's on my list of places to go and spend some time, but I do not want to live there because, yeah, I cannot. Yeah. GT, I missed the bugs and frogs singing me to sleep. It was shocking how quiet it was first coming up here for sure. Oh, yeah. Chiquat says, I was going to move to Arizona, but staying in Connecticut, 6B, an hour from mom. Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. I need security cameras. I have cameras on the front. I don't have cameras on the back, and that's the direction that the sound is coming from. But it's beyond my fence. I have a fence and I have trees in the back. It's beyond that. But yeah, I might put up some I might put up I'm going to put up some security cameras on the back corners because I can't see. I can see out the front, but I can't see out the back, and I don't like that. In the winter, my thermostat never set over 65 unless it's a blizzard. Most times 55. Oh my goodness. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, that's just too cold. You're making me shiver just talking about it. Says I can see my property on a 55-inch TV up next to my TV. Okay, that is good. I might need to talk to you about recommendations for security cameras, because I would love to be able to see all the way around. And I need to put on. Well, I have lights. I do have lights in the back, motion sensor lights in the back and on the side back, so I can see. And there's nothing. My lights are off right now, which means there's nothing moving out there in my yard. Yeah. Yeah, Mike, I might email you to see what kind of recommendations you have for cameras because I need to get that's something I need to get done. Mike's peppers are causing global warming. Maybe so. Minnesota is as hot as the South. It's hotter this year. I want to go to Hawaii. Let's go, Unicorn Lady. We're going. I'm going 2024. Are you going with me? I'm going. I wanted to do a cruise to Hawaii, but I think I don't really want to do that. I think I really want to go and stay. Get a um, rent a house or something like that and stay for 3 weeks or so. I want to go for some time. I want to spend some time to get to know the place. No, Auntie, no. Covers Pepper's ears. They will hear you. So far, I love the weather down here in Prince of Wales, usually between 60 and 70 something. I'm sure it's probably cold for winter, but better than Cote Zibe. I don't know what that means. Arctic like we were before. Trish to Natural saying she will pay a visit. Price wise, I pay the most in Connecticut. Next is MAR. Rhode Island pays the worst. Okay. Arizona is hot. Yeah, it is hot. Hawaii is on my list. Here's hoping. My electrically. Oh, Lord. Oh, girl. My electricity. That's high. Maybe it's not high, but yeah, it is. Um, yeah. Pricey but worth it, Hawaii. I would say that. Yeah, I could see that. That's how I saw that possible on Sunday. Yeah, you've got the game cameras or the night cameras. Yeah, I need to definitely look into that. I had to look at where Prince of Wales is in Alaska. You're warmer than Anchorage. You'll get a lot of rain there. Yeah. My brother's in Arizona, but he's in Connecticut for Mom's birthday. Yeah. That's gonna be fun. You'll go with me. All right. It's a plan. I'm gonna hold you to it. Yeah, I hope your mom has a fabulous birthday. Mama J Way says, I gotta go. Tenta husband, I'll leave you running. Thank you. I'm not gonna be on here much longer. Because this little girl, Bella tells me when it's time to go to bed and she's getting tired. She's wanting more and more of my attention. I'm getting behind in the chat, but I'm trying to catch up, y'all. Yeah, DT says that electric bill is crazy. It's crazy. That's crazy. That's one thing that keeps me here in Alabama. My utilities are relatively low. It can get high in the summertime with the air conditioning, but not that bad. I don't think mine's ever been over 200 in the summer, and it's usually not that high. Jessica, thank you, Jessica. Good night. Thank you for coming in. Have a good evening. Juicing with Jay says I paid $12K for replacement AC on my rental a few days ago. Angela, I'll take that 600. I know that's right. I know that's right. I replaced my AC, but my heating and air unit a few years ago before I retired. We replaced the unit. So hopefully, and we have it serviced regularly. So hopefully it will hold out for a while. A vest and good insulation. I don't get why people in the South don't insulate. Okay, she's not in the South. Let me get this straight. She's not in the South. She's in the West, the Southwest. That's not the South. Don't get it twisted. It's just like, I know, right? Sounds like my kind of place. I bring it every day. Yeah. Hawaii sounds nice. I have a friend who used to vacation on Maui. She would go down every December for the month and loved it. She and her husband went there every year. They had a place down there, and they would go down every year for Christmas, and she loved it. I need to call her and see if she how she's doing. Need to connect with her. But yeah, definitely want to go. The house in Arizona is big, has 3 large ACs going for a month. Ooh, Lord. Yeah. Going for a month in 3 large ACs in November. That'll be nice. November will be nice, I think, in Arizona. My mother-in-law in Tennessee has 0 insulation in her house. High AC bill summer heat. Yeah. Yes, we do, GT. PLW is considered a temperate rainforest. Kelly's asking Angela, where are you located? Oh my gosh, that's a lot, Mike. That's crazy. Was it an older home, Mike, that wasn't insulated? Because, I mean, insulation, being insulated and being insulated well are two different things. But yeah. Trish says, Unicorn Lady, I will pay you a visit. I think we will definitely cross paths. Yeah. I bring it. Yeah, Kelly, Angela's in Arizona where things melt. It's so hot, things melt. And Mike is saying, Angela, if you spent $2,000 on insulation, that you You would save thousands of dollars. I think you should just move. Baloo says it's all south to us. It's not. And let me just explain this to you. Um, Go on YouTube and look up Darius Rucker, Southern State of Mind, and listen to that song, and then you will understand that there's the South in geographically, and then there's the South culturally. And Arizona maybe geographically in the Southwest, but it's not culturally the South. So you'll understand. Southern State of Mind, Darius Rucker. Just saying. Since I'm ready to sell cuttings for $1 million, I know that's right. Cool. Your grow zone is different too. Wow, Angela is even more cooler. Alaska is even more cooler than I thought. The ranges of temperature. Yeah, Alaska is very cool. Very cool. Yeah. Angela, I will be in Phoenix and Surprise, Arizona, in the West Valley. Okay. Y'all need to hook up if you're close. While you're there, Auntie. Everyone is south of me. Okay, GT, you gonna make me put you in timeout. I know, Mike. People in Florida would benefit from hurricane-proof building designs at the Northeast too. Right, right. Yes, GT. I didn't realize just how huge Alaska is. Its own thing. Don't tell Texas though, because they might get jealous. Yes, it's a 1930s house. Crawl space, add-ons over the years, no insulation. Okay, I figured it was an older home. Just move. Yeah, that's what I say to Angela. She just needs to move. She needs to get out of Arizona. She ain't got no business being out there. Come back where you belong. Go east, young lady. Go east. It's so dry in Arizona. The only way I can see keeping plants hydrated is drip irrigation and possibly shade covers too. Move where though? Adelia's on the loose. Whatever. She's going to visit for a month. Auntie Ellen is going to visit her brother for a month. Angela. Funny to me that Canada has so many zones from 3 to Canada's huge. People don't realize how big Canada is, but Canada is different because a lot of Canada is not, nobody lives there. We went to the Arctic Circle. Wow. She says, try me. I know the difference. Ah, yeah. I went to the Arctic. Trust me, I know the difference. Okay, if you say so. If you say so. I went to the Arctic. You went to the Arctic Circle. Did you film it? Cool. 2 to 10. I forget. Okay. I see you. See you, chat. It was good hanging out. All right, Kelly, you have a good evening. Get some rest, dear. Blue says I can't type on the phone. Looks like I'm drunk or illiterate. I read drunk and illiterate speech, so I'm good. I am good on that. A couple of shorts during the blizzards on my channel. Did a GT a couple of shorts during the blizzards on my okay. We have drip irrigations in Arizona and a nice pool. My sister, Auntie Joanne Stevens and Uncle Roscoe. Okay, nice. Drip irrigation. I got a drip irrigation kit somewhere in this house that I bought last year that I have not yet installed anywhere. I wonder why. YouTube see, YouTube do. Maybe the everyday life of an OCD chick is in the best area, but it isn't expensive there. Isn't she in Maryland? I don't know much about the Maryland area. I have family there. I've been there a lot, but I don't know what the cost of living is like there. Isn't she in Maryland? I think she's in Maryland. I could be wrong. I wrote "Trust Me." I saw "Try Me," and then I realized that you meant "Trust Me." See. Blue's Clues, did you see um Best Yet Journeys, Lydia's hood rat videos? She dropped a whole bunch of hood rat um shorts for her birthday. When if you haven't seen it, go to Best Yet Journeys channel and check out her shorts for the last over the last couple of weeks. Because every time they would ask her, Lydia, what are you doing? She was like, hood rat stuff with my friends. What are you doing? Hood rat stuff with my friends. So she did a lot of videos doing hood rat stuff with her friends. So you have to go see it. It's really funny. Yeah, everybody's saying goodnight to Kelly. Yeah, Kelly, I'm gonna have to touch bases with you and get some music so I won't go so I won't lose the songs inside of my head. Um but I'll join you in karaoke again. So have a good evening. Drunk or illiterate. Yeah, same. What's the difference between being drunk and being illiterate? Yeah. I had a pool before the divorce. Oh. Maryland is not bad compared to where I am, but it is expensive up there. Maryland housing is high. I don't know. I seen the hood rats. That was funny. It was so funny. It was funny. You gotta go see it. You gotta go check it out, Blue's Clues. Check out Lydia on Best Yet Journeys channel doing hood rat stuff. Doing at some point, I think TT asked her, "What is a hood rat?" And they're like looking at I think it was on a live. They're going, "What is a hood rat?" And they're looking up the definition. It's like, "Yeah, I don't think that means what you think it means." But anyways, I have to ask Nikki. She doesn't complain about the weather really. Haven't seen much. The best weather. Okay, I'm a forester and I worked my career as a forester out in the woods. So um forest, FORESTER. Um and the best field conditions of working outside for me was in South Carolina. When I lived in the South Carolina area, inland, not on the coast, but inland, near the Savannah River, that area. So I lived in Greenwood and Edgefield, that area of South Carolina. That was the best field conditions as far as I was concerned, was the weather conditions were. The cost of living is relatively low there, and the weather was relatively mild. And I lived in the mountains of Appalachia. I lived in the mountains of North Carolina and worked up there. And in the wintertime, it was horrible, horrible for cold and wet. You were cold and wet all the time. I worked in Florida. And in the summertime, well, it was hot all the time, but you were wet every day because of, working in the swamps and waiting and all of that stuff. So if you want to know what the best weather conditions were where I worked, South Carolina was the best. I worked in Mississippi. Yeah, Alabama, Mississippi, um, Georgia. North Georgia was not bad, but it gets cold. So, yeah. Let's see. I haven't been on much. I'll go see for sure. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, it was best watching her dancing in the street. Yeah, she was fun. It was fun. I bring it okay. Oh, um, yeah, TT's Pantry put up some of the hood rants on her channel too. It was funny. It was funny. You guys got to check it out. I had a house in Maryland for 20 years, about 2 miles from Mickey, my daughter. Yeah. So our hood rat stuff wasn't dancing, but I plead the fifth because mistakes of wisdom and growth. I don't get God. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, she wasn't really. I stayed in Charleston for a couple of years in my teens. Charleston is on the coast and it's nice there, but there's some issues with, living on the coast if you want to. But it's nice. I mean, I stayed down that way too. I wasn't in Charleston. I was in between Charleston and Georgetown. Lived and worked over there for a minute over near Monk's Corner area. And it's not bad. Like I said, the field conditions were not bad. It's a little bit coastal plain is a little bit field conditions for working, but just because it's wet, it's flat, it's wet. You're wading in swamps, you're crossing creeks. There's snakes and alligators and stuff all the time. So there's that part. But yeah, let's see. I would love to live near the beach in South Carolina. Yeah, do that. I was looking at the Savannah area in Georgia. I looked at the South Carolina beach. South Carolina beaches are very commercial, so yeah, Myrtle Beach and all of that. They're pretty commercial, but there's some places that are not so bad. Georgetown is nice. Well, it was. Though that was 20 years ago. It's probably built up since then. North Charleston was building a lot by the time we left there. So, but it's pretty. It's nice. But yeah, so like I said, South Carolina was probably some of the best weather wise for work for if you work outside like I did. I worked in the field outside in the forest every day. And so field conditions, South Carolina was the best. I didn't expect that when I moved there. But yeah, after having worked in the mountains of North Carolina and in the swamps in Florida, it was a nice relief. It's like you didn't you could go out in the field, you could go to work and know that my boots are not going to get wet today, which was really nice. And you could go out even in the wintertime and you know your toes were not going to be wet and freezing. What, GT? Zone 7B sounds perfect in South Carolina. So that would be South Carolina 8A. I would say 7B 8A. There may be a little bit of 8. Well, it's probably 7B 8A in South Carolina, I would say. Um, so yeah, that would be your grow zone. So let me see. I'm gonna get off of here in about 8 minutes. So I'm gonna give you guys an 8 minute warning. It's getting late for me. We're almost at 3 hours. Thank y'all for coming in. It's time for me to go and play designated driver for the drunkards. It was terrific seeing you, Miss Ellen. I hope your mom has an outstanding birthday. Good night, Blues Clues. Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. Um, have a good evening, Blues Clues. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate you all. Um, but yeah, I'm winding down here and um gonna say good night. Thank you, Pixie Stitch, for coming in. And it's been fun. Yeah, Mike, the time did go fast. It's not as late as it normally is for us. But yeah, the time went fast. It was good. I'm probably gonna go live again next. Well, no, I will be live on Sunday night with Mona on her channel, Sifting Some Soil and More. And Sunday night at 11 p.m. Central Time, which is midnight Eastern Time, on Mona's channel, Sifting Some Soil and More. So yeah, that's where you can see me next. And I'll be live on my channel again the following Sunday night at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time, or Central Daylight Time, actually, or whatever time it is, Central Time, the following Sunday. So this Sunday is going to be Mona. The next Sunday will be on my channel. I may go live next Friday night. I'm not sure. If I do, it'll probably be at 11 Central Time again, because I think Sandrine will be back, and this was really her time slot, and she told me she wasn't going to go live, and so yeah, I will go after her if she does go live on next Friday night, if I go. Thank you, Auntie Ellen, for dropping in. Auntie Ellen will be live tonight, which will be Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Jikwat Traditions with Miss Ellen Pankey. So y'all catch her if you can. Thank you, Wooling Around with Joy. I really appreciate you being here. Yes, 6 Eastern, 5 Central. Yes. Saturday night. You guys, anybody who's doing anything good, anything for the holiday, have a safe holiday. If you guys are traveling on the road, be careful, be safe. Safe travels to you. Auntie Ellen, make sure you give Mommy a hug and a kiss from us, from me, saying happy birthday. It's exciting that she's celebrating her, you said 92? Exciting. Okay. Thank you, Mystic Storm, for being here. Have a great weekend. I'll see you around these YouTube streets, I'm sure. And yeah. Good night at Yarn Dawn, Yarn Dog, Pixie Stitch, Mike's Chaotic Gardening, GT Jr., and anyone else that's still in the chat. I'm just kind of looking through here. Blues Clues. Yeah. Good night, everybody. I will see you guys in the YouTube streets. Thank you so much for coming in. Deuces.